Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to figure out whether I bought the wrong camera or not. Alright, so first off, I just want to tell you, I lost my voice. You're going to have to deal with it today. We're putting out content. We're not playing with y'all, okay? No voice or not. I also wanted to tell you that I'm going to be putting out some more digital content too, some more digital products that you guys can pick up, some for free and some will be packs that you guys can purchase. But keep in mind that you guys stay up on that. There's some information down there. Go to my website down there and you can find out everything about that. But today we're going to find out whether I made the wrong decision or not buying the Fujifilm XT3. Now, the Fujifilm XT3 is an amazing camera. I love it. I bought it because I wanted to expand my cinematography game. And this has done every bit of that. F-Log, HLG, 10-bit recording, all that stuff. 4K, 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second. Everything I need is right here in this camera. I love it. But the EOS R is amazing. I have my opportunity to play with it. My friend bought one and then my wife bought one. And now I'm feeling like, yo, did I make the right decision? First off, some of the things I like about it. I love the ergonomics of the EOS R. This feels right in the hand. It's like one of those things that you don't know this is a good camera because it just doesn't look that great on paper. But when you hold it in your hand and when you play with it, you take pictures with it, it just feels like the right camera and it feels perfect. Canon's always done a good job of making cameras that are well built. This is no different. Next thing I like about the EOS R is that they integrated the customizable buttons. So you have buttons, slider on there that you can kind of customize to be whatever you want it to be. Before, Canon did this thing where, you know, you had like the customizable modes. That was cool, but it didn't feel like you were changing the camera. It just felt like a quicker way to get to the modes that you wanted to get to. Like this gives me the ability to customize the menu screens, customize the dials and all the different like scrolls and stuff like that. So I have my menu here and make it to feel like it's my camera and no one else's. And that's what the customizable buttons do on the EOS R for me, is it allows me to think like, yo, this is my camera. I can change this to, you know, change my aperture real quick. I can change it to do my ISO, whatever I want it to be, I can change it to that. I also like the seamless integration of the adapter. It allows you to seamlessly integrate from the EF lenses to this camera, which is a different mount, which is the R mount. And when I tell you it's still super crisp and sharp on the lenses that I already have, it's amazing. So I just can't imagine what it's like with the R lens or the R mount lenses. The image quality, the footage is amazing. Some of the pictures that I took for this just came out super crisp, super amazing. The bokeh is just so clean. And then when you get to the 1080p footage, it's the best 1080p footage I've seen in a long time. It just looks so crisp. And then also the 4K looks amazing as well. So I'm shooting on 4K 24 frames per second right here in this video. So you got a good glimpse of what the EOS R looks like right now. I love that they added the log profile. So before with Canon, you had to send your camera back. You had to tell them, or when you purchase it, you had to tell them like, hey, I want this on here, which was like an extra $100 or so or whatever. But having it already on the camera is amazing because what a lot of people did before was they would just go and get Technicolor and download that onto their cameras, and you know, it just wasn't good. You know, it didn't allow you to really grade like you should. So the addition of log on the camera, I really appreciate that, Canon. I mean, I feel like you should have been doing that all along, but you know, you did it and I appreciate it. It's on this camera. I also have the option for 8-bit and 10-bit, but that's where I get into the things that I don't like about the EOS R. One, the fact that over the last year, I've kind of learned a little bit more about grading footage. You really don't want to be grading at 8-bit. You really want to grade footage in 10-bit. So you have the option to record an 8-bit log profile to the SD card. But when it comes to 10-bit, you can't record that to the SD card. You would need an external 4K monitor. You also need some type of recording device, whether it's a SSD or something, to record that footage to. That's a negative because the Fujifilm allows me to record 4K 10-bit footage to my SD card, straight to my SD card. no problem. I just wish that you were able to do that with the EOS R and not have to buy any additional things to utilize that feature. But that being said as well, I do feel like that when you're recording in C-Log, whatever, you do want to be able to preview what you are recording. It's nice to be able to see what that end footage is going to look like on the external monitor. So did I make the right decision with the Fujifilm X-T3? My answer is yes. I feel like there's still some things on this that I will value for cinema that I won't be looking for in the EOS R. Now, the best all-around camera out there is the Canon EOS R, like no doubt about it. Just touching it, just feeling it, just taking pictures with it, taking video with it. I would buy this thing in a heartbeat, and I probably will. I will buy it. It's gonna be my next camera. So if you have any questions about that, if you have anything you want to say or add to this, let me know in the comments below. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. It doesn't really matter. It's just how I feel about it. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you feel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.